Welcome everyone to eSeniors. This is MONZA. It's just a famous track, just because also there is a lot of potential for pandemonium, let me put it like that. So let's see what's going to happen today. These are the standings. We have, excuse me, my voice is a little bit weak today. We have Chris Bourne in first place, 190 points. So he has won the three last races, completely dominated. Brian Murray, P2, 181 points. Then we have Mirshponov, 138. Derek Bird, 130. And Laurent Rouillet is in P5, 121 points. So, I mean, a lot can happen. Let's see today if Brian or Mirsh can take it to Chris Bourne on this very challenging track where you really have to pay attention in the first chicane in the start because, yeah, anything can happen. So without further ado, let's go into, just going to set ACC in the right mode. There we are. And let's go to the pre-show. So I want to thank the sponsors here, Castle and Cauldron. And I will actually disconnect from the voice channel because that's what making that graphic show that I'm talking. Or maybe we don't see that actually. Hold on. Maybe you don't see that on the stream. It's only me seeing it. Okay, anyway. So Castle and Cauldron, faithful supporter of eSeniors, handcrafted Harry Potter type stuff, and you can find them on Facebook. Then we have Syndeo Technology Broker for IP telephony, and they are a broker, so they will find the best solution for you, so you don't have to mess around with looking for the solution. They will find it for you. And then Sim3D, they are into hardware for your cockpit, anything you can need for your racing. That is fan shrouds, elastometer kits, and brackets for power supplies, etc., etc. So support them because they support us. Let's get into the game stream. And we have qualifying in full swing here. We don't have any times up on the leaderboard yet. Welcome everyone that's watching. John Saunders, aren't you racing in this championship, John? And such a great idea by Chris Bourne to start with the national anthem, and we will have the national anthem today. We will play that before the race. So don't miss. Hopefully you can hear and see everything as we go through this race. So a couple of laps coming in here right now. Ponov 1:48.1. We haven't seen this track on the calendar for the longest time, I think, because it is, let me say, it's a challenge, right? To get everyone through in the first chicane. If you get through in the first chicane, you might have trouble in the second chicane. But it's all about what Chris Bourne and Brian Murray and Mish Ponov can do here, as we see Chris Bourne coming through. Kenny Flenstedt from Sweden is racing as well. Great to see him in his BMW. Coming into the chicane, opening up the chicane. So he was pushing out to the left. And it's such a frustrating chicane. It's tough. And Chris Bourne now have the fastest time, 1:47.8. As we coming through the chicane here with Kenny Flenstedt. Negotiated that pretty well. And this one is hard too, can I just stay on the right side, don't get up on the curb, go out wide a little bit. And here immediately braking again to get out on this long straight. And yet another chicane. And here you brake just as you come in here under the bridge. There's a little road there that I use. Eric Langlois from France is racing. If you haven't seen eSeniors very much and you catch this stream, we are a group of racers that are 50 years and older. And we race with people from all over the world. Langlois from France, for example. It's a good example. I could put up the nations here real quick, so we see a couple of flags don't show up, but you see we have a very, very nice collection of different nations racing here. So just beautiful. And a pretty fair collection of cars here. Ferraris, Porsche, and McLaren. Pretty evenly distributed. As this time again by Chris Bourne. He's now 4 tenths ahead of Brian. So like I said, Chris have really dominated this season here, which is season 12. If you want to race with eSeniors, you can find us on SIMGRID, and also connect us with us on Facebook, etc. And you will be age verified. And what I did also, I opened it up so the championships are not private anymore now when we started. I locked them down, so if anyone wants to join and you are new and getting age verified, just contact me on Discord, and I'll get you into the championship. And my name is Christer Hjort. You have the graphic down there, yes, so you know. Originally Swedish, and I'm in the process of moving back to Sweden after, what is it, 36 years outside Sweden. Right now I'm in the United States since the last 34 years or so. So we're just waiting to sell the house. If you want to buy a house in Texas, let me know. Chris Bourne looks to be on a really good lap again. Let's see if we can get into his cockpit. Oh, he got a little impeded there. He got the fastest lap. Let's see, 1:47.2. Let's see if he can improve that. See how he's braking here. No, he surrenders that lap. Let's see if we can get with Brian. See how he's doing from inside, coming into turn 3 here. Curva Seconda Varianta coming through. And I'm going to change here so I can see if someone is on the personal best Delta. Brian is not improving his run right now. So he has a little catch up to do. Chris Bourne, he's 0.8 tenths faster than Brian right now, and it looks like he is not going to be able to do any inroads on that. Let me get with Laurent here. He has traffic in front, but before that chicane he just went through, he was up 4 tenths, but no improvement. We have 17 cars on track. Let's give Joppe Kavak a little screen time. Currently sitting in P17 in his Porsche. Eric Langlois also in a Porsche in this pink pig classic livery. No one is really on the best lap. We have Brian Banks from Canada in his Ferrari. And Zolt, one of our newer drivers. Is that a new livery maybe? No, that's his regular livery. Great with new drivers coming in. Joel, I'm trying to do his name justice here. It's great to have him from Hungary. And he's driving the Audi. And John Saunders comments on the stream here that McLaren is super overpowered here. It's going to be hard for Brian to reach, and that's probably true. As we Just jumping around a little bit here. Jeremy is in the pits. Daniel Britos, been with us for quite some time from Argentina. Currently driving in P9 as we have less than 3 minutes of qualifying. And this is a sprint race, so there's no pit stops. It's going to be just one race, 30 minutes long. Britos is gingerly coming through on in that chicane. Not really improving his time at this point. So Chris Bourne still in the lead there, and Brian is in the pits. So no more try for Brian. And I don't think Laurent gonna be able to do anything of the magnitude that's required. He would need to take 1.2 seconds on this lap to get anything close. Sky 194, welcome. Great to see you here. As we're having the first MONZA race in quite some time. It's been a sore spot in eSeniors history, the start of the MONZA race. We'll see what happens on Saturday, where we're gonna have many more cars than 17 cars. And I think, you know, it's easy to negotiate the first one, but the second one is the hard one. Because then it's hard to see where people are, hard to see where people break in front of you. So, well, Laurent is up 0.4, so that would push him up to third place. He would pass Ponov with this tempo right now. Let's see if he can keep that as he's on the straight coming into the Parabolica. Yeah, he's improving. He's up half a second. Mirsch is also out on track. But it could be interesting. Laurent certainly gonna take. Yeah, Laurent even P2 there. Nicely done by Laurent. So let's see what Ponov can do. He has lost time. He is. Is he on a valid lap still? Yeah, he's on a valid lap. But he is not improving. Oh, he's sliding. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. And he ducks into the pits. Eric Langlois is still driving. He's up 0.3, but that's not gonna help him much. 0.2 at this point coming through Parabolica, and we have these two guys, Langlois and Bekavak, gonna finish off their efforts here. And 1:47.250 is the fastest lap by Chris Bourne. And the session have completed as Bekavak goes into Parabolica, and he's not gonna improve his standing, so Joe Bekavak gonna start in P17. So let's do something a little bit new here. We go over here to this the opening video, and let's pull up the flag of Italy. And let's listen to one of the coolest national anthems I know of. So please race. Please stand up for the national anthem of Italy. How about that? The Italian national anthem, wasn't that cool? Just in time to look at the cars as they will start to drive here momentarily. Just getting organized here. And there we go. And we should also do the little grid walk as well. So for anyone that just came in, you can see who is where. Okay, get the grid walk going. I'm gonna mute a couple of things. And there we go. Let's do the grid walk. And here we have Chris Bourne, first place. Starting P1. And Laurent did a great drive, pushed himself into P2 in this race. He is P5 in the championship, and this will be really good for him, and let's see how he can perform. Brian Murray, Ferrari, P2 last race, P3, starting P3 here. Mirj Panov, Macedonia in P4. Terry Trowbridge, P5, P6, Kenny Flenstedt from Sweden. Roman Mark from Slovenia in P7, P8, Michel Benchaya, and P9, Derek Bird in his trusty Porsche, P10, Daniel Barritos from Argentina, P11, our fearless leader Jeremy Arobas, P12, Randy Zimmer, and P13, Joel Keys, I think you say it like that, Joel Sheesh, I don't know. Someone actually, Peter David, tried to teach me how to say it. I can't say it. From Hungary, one of our new drivers. And Brian Banks, P14, Canada. Mike Maleski from Canada. Eric Langlois from France. And Jobe Kavak, P17, rounding out this grid for our 30-minute race today, which is the sprint race. Full formation lap as usual. No rain today. We have a good weather forecast for today. And there we go. We have everything set up. Setting up the leaderboard as well, so we see what we want to see, which is race gaps. And I have the manufacturers on there. Numbers are not, car numbers are maybe not so interesting here. Yeah, Chris Bourne stepped in as commentator, as I'm now normally unavailable on the weekends as we have open house to try to sell this damn thing. So he's been stepping in, I think doing a great job, and introduced this with the national anthems, which I think is a really, really cool idea. Yeah, the MONZA track, it's a 5.7 kilometers, that's 3.6 miles, near the city of Monza, which is north of Milan in Italy. It was built 1922 and was the world's third purpose-built motor racing circuit after Brooklands and Indianapolis, and the oldest in mainland Europe. And the biggest event there is obviously the Italian Grand Prix. So it's classic classic ground, and it's also called the Temple of Speed. And in the beginning they had this horrifying banked curves or banked turn, which is still, you can still see it if you visit the track. So here we go, coming around Curva Parabolica. Where's T1? Yeah, exactly. That's why it hasn't been on the eSeniors calendar for a while, because it's a little bit of a morale killer. Let's see how we do it this week. Sprint today, Friday, GT2 sprint, and then the big race on Saturday with much more cars than these 17. So let's see how these guys are doing. And there is the green light, Chris Bourne, Laurent, and Chris Bourne have the inside track, which is a benefit. And we are coming up to the chicane here momentarily, and everything looks okay so far. A little bit tight turn by Roland. Yes, Roland was almost turning around there, but there was a couple of accidents reported here now. One accident. Roman Mark had also a touch. Apart from that, doesn't look too bad. Let's see now how we look as we come in here to the next chicane. Chris Bourne is now way ahead because there was a little kerfuffle there. And side by side we go. And everything looked pretty nice so far. Yeah, not too bad actually. And very comfortable lead right now for Chris Bourne. And they are trying to get tires up to speed. See cars weaving there in front. Ah, all sausages have been removed. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, that was pretty good. Let's see if I can just go flip back here to the start. Do the replay of the start. Actually, I haven't really used that much, that feature to just go back to green flag. And we can see what happens here in the start as we come into the chicane. It's very tight with Rouillon. No. It didn't reach it. Darn it. It was too long runway on that. All right, let's get back to racing. Let's look at what happens here as we're starting our second lap. Not too bad though in the first lap, I'd say. Let's go back. Mike Mileski is chasing down Mr. Langlois. Coming through the chicane there. Chris Bourne commanding lead. 3 seconds. But Laurent seems to be very comfortable with this track here. He's starting to get a little bit distance to Panov. And Brian Murray currently sits in P4. Oh, we have something happened with Zolt. Let's see what happened with him on the replay. I don't think it was a contact. He might have just gone a little bit hard on the curbs. Oversteered. Yes. Oversteered. Unfortunate. Mike Mileski getting frisky here, coming up with Langlois into turn 8. Variante Ascari. Let's go up also to look at Brian Murray. I'll try to do a little outside action here on Panov coming through Parabolica. Is it gonna do? Oh, there it goes wide. Panov stays on track. Chris Bourne fastest lap 1:48.2. Brian seems racy here. Brian in the Ferrari, as well as Panov. Want to make Italy proud here as we're racing in Italy today. But Ponov negotiates that chicane a little bit better. Managed to get a little bit distance now to Brian. So 30-minute race, not too much to hold back on here. We're probably going to see maybe a little tire wear. We'll see as Mr. Bird is really trying to get past Benchaya in front, getting into his vantage point, or slipping and sliding quite a bit, losing contact. Get to Murray. So I think the fight we're going to see here, it's about P3. Seems like Murray has a little bit better confidence here on this track than Ponov. And a couple of cars behind there, biding their time. Yeah, I see. Yeah, maybe they update comment here on the chat here that all ACC tracks are about 2 years out of date. Can imagine it's pretty costly to do unless they can buy that on Canada open market. Something happened. Daniel Britos lost a little tempo all of a sudden. Gingerly going through there. Yeah, to do those laser scans, unless you can actually buy them on the open market. Here comes Derek Bird on Benchaya. Seems to have a very good pace on this McLaren. Is he going to be able to make a move? Because McLaren, I think McLaren is the one on the straights that's going to have the advantage on the straights, but looks like this Porsche here in the hands of Derek Bird is really making inroads on Benchaya. See if this is the move. No, can't reach him. Oh, that chicane hit there, it can be murder if you hit it the wrong way. Look at Roman Mark here, his little train of three. Roman Mark, Flenstedt and Trowbridge. Oh, this turn here, this parabolic is just so wonderful. Chris Bourne, fastest lap right now, 1:47.9. As Roman Mark kind of slingshotted himself around, see if he can gain anything, just get into the cockpit. As Brian Murray also gets very close to Mirsh Ponov. Brian Murray pulling back a little bit now. Chris Bourne in the lead with 4 seconds. Derek Bird still working on Benchaya. It looks like Benchaya making a move there. But it's one move, so that's okay. But here comes Derek Bird on the inside. Oh, going wide there, gets spitting up a little bit dust. We have Eric Langlois on Brian Banks. Fighting for P12. Let's look at where we are with position deltas. Okay, kind of static on the midfield there. Let's look at Roman Mark, this little train of three, where we have Kenny Flenstedt getting close to our friend and one of the oldest drivers, Terry Trowbridge. Always making a mark here in the kind of top 10 results. Here comes Kenny on the inside. He's gonna make a move. Is he gonna do a late break? Nope. He's tucking in behind Trowbridge. Goes a little bit hard on the curve there. Didn't really lose any time. Here he comes again. I think the BMW is a little bit easier to negotiate the curve. Oh, here's Langlois Banks. But we'll stay with this couple here. Oh, it's so close. Wisely, Flenstedt is pulling back. All right, let's look at that accident. What happened? Okay, that's in the chicane. Langlois and Banks. Oh, Langlois goes on the inside. Okay. All right. Yeah, and then he got the spin. Unfortunate. So Flenstedt passed Trowbridge. And Derek Bird is working still on Benchaya. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, you know, you can do that little bell when you do the subscribe, and then you get notified as soon as we go live. So that's very convenient. You can quickly access the link and enjoy the race. Oh, something happened here. Brian Murray, Mirch Ponov. That could be interesting. Let's jump back 10 seconds. Oh, Ponov took... Oh. That was interesting. Something happened. Chris Bourne looked like he was losing time, so I jumped over to him. All right, so that was a little bit fight there between Mirch and Brian. So, as I mentioned, this is the fight. It's between these two guys. This is also a nice fight. Derek and Benchaya. There's a little train of cars in front there too. So, quite some good action here. So good racing so far, not too many crazy accidents. So pretty well behaved going through first chicane. Let's put it like that. Roman Mark. Oh, Chris Bourne, yet another fast lap. He's just chugging along up there. Really nice. Derek Bird slipstreaming here. Let's get into his cockpit and see what he's up to now. Goes on the inside. Is it going to late break? No? Well done though. It's easy to kind of just get a little Superman syndrome and you think you can outbrake the other one into the chicane on the inside, but the problem is then you don't have an angle to go through the chicane, so you just have to get on that curb, which is nasty. So yeah, not too many changes in standings as Benchaya comes up on Roman Mark. A little surprisingly, Roman lost a little pace. And Derek Bird is really fighting to get the P8. Gonna make a move now. Yeah, thanks everyone joining the stream. Great to see everyone. We have 13 people watching and it's awesome. So right now we have Chris Bourne in the lead. Laurent is P2, which is a great result for him. This would be his best result in this contest so far. Konoff in P3. And we have half the race. Let's get in the cockpit. He goes on the inside just to kind of... That's a spitting fire there from the McLaren. It's pretty cool. But Derek is just not able to do anything on the McLaren. Oh, Meleski, Langlois, something happened. Let's go back and look at these guys. Meleski was sliding quite a bit there as he coming through to the start straight. And here comes Langlois, throw himself for the inside. And he's outbraking himself. That's what happened. Let's see what happened with that. I think he might get the penalty for that. The game will actually give him the penalty. So let's try and do something here. Let's remove the leaderboard and let's do the leaderboard. I'm gonna use ACC's leaderboard for a moment here, just to see if there's someone that get the penalty. So Langlois should actually give this back, but he is not. I thought that maybe sometimes when you really cut that chicane, that the game actually gives you a penalty. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, let's look at Roman Mark coming through. And he has been shy up behind him. So, and then we have Derek Bird. Hey, Branko. Dodge broadcast reception. Looking here on my data, it looks pretty good from here. Bitrate and no dropped frames at all, so perhaps it's on your side. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? Look at Roman Mark goes out. Oh, he just oversteers. Oh, how horrible. So that wasn't good for our friend from Slovenia. Let's give Laurent some screen time here. Doing really well here in P2. Yeah, Stefan, maybe he was slow enough. I guess formally he gained an advantage, so. And Jolt is going out in the green. He did that himself. Here we have Jeremy trying to reach Mark. So Roman, he has some damage, I'm sure. Let's see. Yeah, he looks a little bit beat up there in the front, right? He doesn't have a floppy bonnet though, but probably very close. So his downforce will be hampered. Let's see if this gives Jeremy an opportunity. And I would think that Jeremy is lapping a bit faster than him. Jeremy up 1 position, Roman is down 2. Derek Bird still working on Benchaya. Still trying to reach Benchaya. The Porsche just can't reach him. Ten minutes remains. There he goes. Nice move on the inside, but Derek Bird. Very nice done. Nicely done. Derek Bird up in P7. Will there be a response here from Benchaya? Well, it gets very close. Oh, an accident reported. Let's look at what happened there. That's Zimmer. Ouch. Okay. That's unfortunate. Langlois. And Zimmer got turned around too, so that's kind of evened out. You will. Zimmer ended up in front of these guys anyway. Yeah, you're right, Stefan. Jeremy is a force to be reckoned with. We used to always be kind of on the same same part of the track when I was racing. And he's a very solid driver. You don't have to be too nervous about him doing something crazy. Oh, Zimmer. What happened there? Oh, Zimmer just went off. So he went into the pits. Yeah, Zimmer into the pits. So Michel Benchaya, he's hasn't given up. He tries to reach Derek Bird coming into the chicane. Oh, Derek was a little bit shaky coming through, little bump there by Michel. Michel pulling back, which was nice. So 7 minutes remaining. Yeah, and Jeremy, he's racing all the different races. So, I mean, practice makes perfect. See Eric Langlois' wing. I'm not sure if Laurent is so comfortable speaking English, if we're going to be able to see him. And he was P3 last race, so this is really great. I'm excited for him. Yeah, so last race we had the Chris Bourne won last race. Actually, Brian... No, I was wrong. Laurent was P7 in Valencia. He was P3 in Killarney. So Brian was P2 and Mirsch was P3. So this would be his second P3 in a row if this holds up. And as I'm talking here, I see Brian. I looked away. And what happened? Let's see if I can catch that. I looked away. I was trying to catch an accident. That didn't work. So Murray is now P3. Yeah, I sorry. I missed that, so I'm a little bit confused here. So Chris Moore clocks another best time. Yeah, Brian Murray is P3. Roman Mark is still chasing Jeremy Robas. Roman Mark in P10. We just have 4 minutes left. And here comes Mirsch Pornov. Another challenge on Brian, but he's not able to do it. So this is going to be fight to the end. Yeah, Stefan, your style, the style of driving, that's, you kind of get into something and you just have to kind of turn it down. Myself, I just try to just be consistent. That's the best way to get any progress. Just pumping up the lap and try to get as little delta as possible between each lap. Just coming down to 3 minutes left. Mirsch is a second behind. Wonder if I can gonna do something in the last minutes. Yeah, the chase is on. He's not giving up, Mr. Pornov. But now the tires might be an... Oh, here we come. So he has much better entry into the chicane and gets a good exit out. Now they're side by side, and this is the fight for P3. And he goes on the inside. Is it gonna stick? Oh, they are so close. Very nicely driven there. And here comes Pornov again. Pornov gets that corner. Unbelievable. So nice. Is it gonna stay? He gets a little bit slide there. And we come into turn 7. Lesmo. Let's see if Murray can do something after coming out. This is so close now. Looking at it from the wing of Pornov. Here comes Murray coming into this other really difficult chicane. Is going to go inside. Yes, late break. Here comes Murray. Yeah, Murray takes back P3. Unbelievable. And Murray is... It seems like it's gonna stick. The ACC leaderboard has not updated yet. I don't understand that. He's probably gonna do that here when they come out of the sector. Yeah, there it's updated. Let's see. It's 40 seconds left. He has the opportunity to do it again here, Porov. Oh, he's very careful now, so that's good. Don't want to spoil it here in the last 30 seconds. We got to stay with these guys. Let's get in the cockpit of Porov. Very nicely driven there by these guys. No contact, but really, really close racing. Very nicely done. Oh, he oversteers. Porov goes wide. Lesmo 2, I think it's called. Coming out now on the straight. Yeah, Stefan, have you tried that AI program? It's really good, actually. I've used that to great effect. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, Murray got a lot of problems coming out of that turn. And that gives Porov the opportunity to take it. Unbelievable. Coming into Lesmo. Chris is the winner. Great job, but Porov took it in that last chicane where Murray had problems. I think he hit, looks like Murray was sliding quite a bit. And he couldn't keep it. Unbelievable race. Really, really nicely done by these guys, everyone. So Chris Bourne, Laurent P2, Mirsh Porov P3. What a fight. Really nicely done. Okay, that was so good. Let's put myself into the interview, podium interview. I'm gonna get out of eSeniors, or I'm sorry, the ACC. Okay, and quit there. So. Oh, interview. There we go. Let's pick up a podium. I did 2 podiums. Yeah, this is the one. I did 2 podiums. I wasn't sure what would happen. So here we are. Let's see if I can get someone to talk to. Chris Bourne. Hello, guys. Congratulations.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Mirsh, what an exciting end of this race. You were trading places a couple of times there with Murray.
It was one of the best races I ever had.
Yeah,
with Bran.
That was
so much fun.
Yeah, it was a really great race. It was so clean. There was really no touch or anything. You just, it was so good. That's classic. I think I will do a special replay on that one. That was so good.
Thank you.
So let's see where you were in the championship here. Yeah, so this is your third or your third place in the championship, actually, behind Brian and Chris. But now Laurent did P2 here, which was his best result. I don't think he's so comfortable with English, so we don't get to talk to him. But yeah, great race, Mirsh. That was really great to see. And Chris, you just had a very nice, you had like a Verstappen race.
Well, I wouldn't call it a Verstappen. I'm going to call it a Lando.
No, nice. Yeah, nice. Yes.
You know, I lucked in at turn 1, and they kind of all got, I think, all held up or something. I know I went in a bit rear-ending at turn 1 a little bit. But during the pre-quali, my steering wheel packed up. I went down into turn 1, and my steering wheel wouldn't change any gears. So I was stuck in the grass bit area in the turn 1 just before quali started.
Oh,
So I had to open up. I was like pulling the wheel on and off, and then clicking the gears. Nothing was going on. I opened up the Fanatec documents, and then it fired up. It started to change gears.
wow. That's scary.
So I was in the race going, are you going to change gear or are you not going to change gear?
But you didn't have any problems during the race.
No, just mental problems. Just mental.
Yeah, exactly. It's unnerving to play when there's something like that going on. Yeah. All right. Well, great race at Monza. So it was, the start was much better than I would have hoped to see. So we'll see how that works the rest of the races here on Friday for GT2, and then the big one, GT3. So, Chris, I don't know, are you able to commentate on Saturday as well? Because I think I have an open house on Saturday too. So
I've got an endurance race Saturday, but I will see the schedule on the top and along the races. But might be able to. Be able to.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll give it a go.
All right. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time.
Thank you also.
Cheers, Krista. Thanks very much.
Cheers, bye. All right, so that's the race. That was very exciting race here with the fight for P3. It was just unbelievable, and really great racing by Laurent, our Frenchman, one of our new drivers that took the P2. And yeah, very nice day at Monza. So we'll see you at the GT2 race on Friday, and then the big one on Saturday. See you guys.